What's going on, folks? It's your boy D Alonzo Lang. Welcome back to the channel. Come check it out, man. So look, one of my friends posted they top 20 rappers of all time, and I've honestly got to say, I am just utterly appalled by the placement of some of the rappers on this list. I feel like you had to be wearing a wife beater when you were coming up with this list. Like, I don't understand your logic for putting Project Pat over Nas. So, folks, I just want to start off by saying when this video reaches 15 likes, we're going to go ahead and schedule another episode of Friendly Folks Podcast so that we can bring this folk onto the podcast and we can address this list, because that's what inspired today's video, because I was just honestly just awestruck and flabbergasted at what I was seeing presented to me on that list. So, that inspired me to come ahead and come on the channel and present my top 20 rappers of all time. Because, my top 20 rappers of all time, it changes based on my mood, how I'm feeling, who I respect at the time. But it's always a valid list nonetheless. So go ahead, roll up if you haven't, like your boy. Hit that blunt, hit that like button. Don't forget to comment and subscribe and, all the other things that the algorithm likes to see. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, when we hit 15 likes, I'm going to go ahead and schedule another episode of Friendly Folks Podcast, get folks on a video and, address the buffoonery. Now, before we go into the list, I want to start off with the honorable mentions. Juice WRLD, G Herbo, Raekwon, Ghostface Killah, Kodak Black, Big Boy, Fabulous, Common, 2 Chainz, aka Titty Boy, Boosie Badass, Method Man, Wale, Lil Yachty, Baby Tron, Rio the Young OG, and Juicy J. Alright, now off these honorable mentions, you should see a pretty diverse spread of rappers, both new and old. That should let you know that I don't necessarily value how long you've been in the game, but I value how long you've been able to produce quality music. And what is a rapper for real? Like, nowadays, everybody defines a rapper as something so different. Even rappers don't even like to box themselves in as rappers. So, I'm going off of lyrical ability, punchlines, uniqueness of flow, variety of flows, ability to tell a quality story over a quality beat. So quality beat selection is going into this as well. You know what I'm saying? Because if we just talking about the greatest rappers, like pure lyrical ability, Lupe Fiasco is number 1 on the list. Right? That's easy. That's no-brainer. Nigga is insane when it comes to lyrical ability. Lupe, MF Doom, Joe Budden, niggas like that. But that's not all we talking about. We're talking about the full experience that comes with listening to these rappers, man. We're talking about the influence they've had on the game and just everything they've done as a whole. That's in my opinion, that's the thought that I put into my top 20 list. So, without further ado, number 20 is Snoop Dogg. Snoop Dogg is one of the godfathers of West Coast hip hop. I don't feel like you can have a top 20 list without putting Snoop on there. You know what I mean? Some people would have him in top 15. Some people have him in top 10. I got him in top 20 for his contributions to the game. But, outside of one major classic, Snoop doesn't really have a lot of solo projects to his name that niggas can just up and go back to and fully play through. That being said, everybody loves Unc, man. He's the godfather of G-Funk. So at number 20, we got Snoop Dogg. Number 19, 50 Cent. 50 Cent, man. 50 Cent, one of hip-hop's most hated but most respected icons in the game. I just don't feel like you can go into rap beef without thinking about 50 Cent nowadays. You know what I mean? This nigga 50 is the pettiest person to beef with of all time. Not only will he embarrass you in his music, well, not anymore. Now he'll embarrass you in his social media, his TV shows and shit. But not only will 50 embarrass you in his music, but he'll also embarrass you in court. Yeah, 50 got a team of lawyers where he will gladly sue you. 50's rich as fuck, and he gets richer off of suing his ops. That's energy, man. That's rich nigga energy. Shout out to 50 Cent, man. Number 18, we got Eminem. Yep. Putting Eminem at double digits. Why? Because we're not just gonna give Eminem respect because he's a white rapper. All right. He is an amazing lyricist, but let's be honest. In a lot of his greatest songs, you don't care what the fuck Eminem is talking about. You're impressed by how he's bringing complex rhyme schemes together, which is why he's at number 18 of all time. All right. Eminem has done it in a way in mainstream hip hop I don't feel like anybody but a white rapper could have introduced, in the sense of like complex lyricism being popular in hip hop, because, you know, for the longest, the complexities of rap and the beauty of lyricism is something that got glossed over by the mainstream media, by white media. So shout out to Eminem for, you know, helping to, you know, merge the cultural line, but we're acknowledging it as that. He's not the greatest of all time because he's a great white rapper. All right. Number 17. Thugger, baby. Free Young Thug. Yes, Young Thug, number 17 of all time. Look, the man has a different flow on damn near every song. All right. He has a different flow on damn near every song, and he really do be rapping. He raps so heavily in his native hood Atlanta dialect that you almost have to be hitting a blunt to truly be able to understand and decipher his lyrics. But when you do take the time to decipher and get past the trail of gay breadcrumbs along the way, you realize that Young Thug is one of the most honest niggas in his raps. Like, he really does this gangster shit that he be rapping about. Which is why, well, allegedly, according to the Atlanta prosecution, the Atlanta DA, allegedly, he really does live out his raps. But, hey, free YSL, free Thugger, man. We got Young Thug above Eminem at number 17. Number 16, we got T.I. T.I., proclaimed King of the South, self-proclaimed. I don't agree with it. I like Tip. I do think Tip is one of the godfathers of trap music. I think if we did a Mount Rushmore of trap, T.I. would definitely be one of the faces on there. If not one of the faces, at least one of the honorable mentions. And, you know, shout out to a nigga who uses big words in his raps and big words in his day-to-day vocabulary. I aspire to have a vernacular as complex as T.I. one day. You see that right there? I just dropped 2 words that you niggas probably never even heard of till today. That's your word of the day right there. Shout out to T.I. because I know that he'll condone that message too. So, at number 16, we got T.I. Rounding out number 15, one of the queens of hip-hop, Lauryn Hill. Now, I know Lauryn Hill is a controversial pick because she does not have a lot of material to go from, but the material that she does have out there is immaculate. It's supreme. Some people would say that she's more of a singer than she is a rapper. I say she does both. And she does both to such an amazing degree of excellence that you gotta put her at number 15, man. Like, Lauryn Hill set the tone for so much conscious rap and just so much vulnerability in hip hop. You know, just like really soft music. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to Lauryn Hill for paving the way. And also showing that ladies can rap. And it's not always about, you know, the hip hop stereotypes where women are being sexualized. Whether it's for, you know, whether it's off of their autonomy or the men who are rapping about them. Lauryn Hill was just rapping about real life shit. You know what I mean? So shout out to her, man. Content, flow, lyrical ability, and just overall musical ability. We got Lauryn Hill at number 15. Number 14, we have the real father of mumble rap. Number 14, Chicago's very own Chief Keef, nigga. Chief Keef is the original mumble rapper, and he probably is one of the greatest, if not the greatest mumble rapper. All right, Chief Keef has been doing this shit since he was 16 years old, and when he came out with his first album, It went platinum. Why did it go platinum? Because it was a fucking hit. But you know why else it went platinum? Because it was so raw that it wasn't enough for it to be downloaded on Spinrilla and DatPiff and every other legal mixtape site we was using back in 2012. Chief Keef is a template for so many mumble rappers that we see today. So many niggas got their style from Chief Keef. So many niggas started wearing dreadlocks and smoking backwoods and just doing music videos with a bunch of niggas in the video with guns and shit. Just tough ass drill music videos. Chief Keef popularized drill music to the world. So, you know, we can't make this list without putting Chief Keef on there. And if you really do be looking at his raps, especially his latest album, Phonem, he really do be rapping. Alright, go check out his song Hadouken if you don't believe me. The man Sosa is really becoming a lyricist out here. So shout out to Chief Keef. We got Chief Keef at number 14. Going up the list, we keeping it on the trap wave. Some people say he's a mumble rapper. Some people say he's a artist. Personally, I call him Pastor Hendrix. We talking about Future, the GOAT, man. The GOAT, man. The Don of toxic masculinity. Future, as quoted by Andre 3000, makes some of the most toxic, inspirational music of all time. And we wouldn't have Young Thug if we didn't have Future. Future might be the greatest Atlanta rapper of the newest generation. And hey man, you just gotta put some respect on his name. He's really a don in this shit. Future is a variety of projects where you can just go in and see how he really pioneered the trap sound forward. From his first album to his latest album, you can see how he constantly evolved the trap sound, man. When he came on the track talking about I just fucked your bitch in some Gucci flip flops, nigga, it was a rap. It was a rap for the whole world, man. So we got to put Future on this list. We have to put Future on this list. Number 13, I feel like that's a fair spot. Number 12. Number 12, we got one of my favorite rappers of all time, J. Cole. Yep, we got J. Cole at number 12. I feel like J. Cole is one of the most authentic rappers on this list. As far as a rapper who's like really honest about, you know, himself and his story, I think J. Cole is one of the rappers, but he wasn't always one of the rappers, and that's part of why he let Nas down, right? The nigga tried to go commercial, and it's just what everyone had to do, what everyone felt like they had to do in the rap game at the time. But Cole, in recent years, has stuck through to being who he truly is with Dreamville, and now he's a don of his own record label. Don of his own record label, and he really has continued to exercise the sport that is hip-hop. As far as rappers who are still currently making music, Cole's top 5 easily. But all time, I think Cole can do a bit more to progress up this list. And I think what he needs to do, in my eyes, is to just assert his dominance a bit more. Right now, it feels like he's dominant because Kendrick and Drake are off to the sidelines right now doing other things, and Cole is the only one still exercising the sport of rap. But that being said, man, gotta give the man credit for hooping. So yeah, man, J. Cole, number 12. Number 11, gotta put more respect on the lady's name. We got Nicki Minaj, man. Nicki Minaj is the greatest female rapper of all time. The greatest lady rapper of all time. The greatest in her field, okay? That's the queen. She's the Don. I can't even lie. I'm not a Nicki Minaj fan, but I have to give Nicki her flowers. She just has too many unique flows with the lyrical ability to match. Like, there are too many great rappers who have given Nicki Minaj her flowers for out-rapping them. Nicki Minaj kept up with Eminem. She kept up with Jay-Z. She kept up with Kanye. Nicki really do be rapping her ass off. Like, that monster verse. For Nicki Minaj to put out a verse that is debatably better than Jay-Z's and Kanye's on a Kanye West album that's one of Kanye's greatest, if not greatest album, that's enough to certify her for top 15 alone. But on top of her massive catalog, we're going to go ahead and bump her to number 11. I don't think she cracks top 10, but number 11 for sure. Now that we get into the top 10, I just want to say that there could be some controversy around these picks. And if you've been sticking around this far, go ahead and leave a comment on what you think about the list so far. Did I miss one of your rappers? Did I have someone ranked too low? Let me know. Personally, we'll argue in another video. Or join my Discord. You know, that's a real easy way to have a dialogue with me. You disagree or agree with one of my opinions. You know what I'm saying? But as we get into this top 10 list, I really want y'all to just take a minute and think. Where am I coming from when I throw these names out there? Right? Because this is another one that I feel like niggas don't give enough respect to. At number 10, we have Gucci Mane. Gucci Mane at number 10. Okay? The reason why we have Gucci Mane at number 10 is because Gucci Mane's variety of flows, it literally laid the foundation for trap music and just how freely you could create music. You know what I mean? Gucci Mane had this Alabama country ass accent on these smooth ass unique Atlanta beats, and the amount of content that he was consistently producing on his drugged out days was ridiculous. Like, nobody has ever produced, nobody has a catalog as extensive as Gucci Mane. You know what I mean? And I feel like if you don't actually listen to his music, it's one thing like to have grown up in the era and like been listening to it. I was young, so I wasn't listening to all the Gucci shit. But, you know, I heard enough where I can form my opinion on form my opinion to be what it is. Alright, Gucci Mane is the godfather of trap music. There's a reason why everybody respects Gucci. Everybody treats Gucci like he's their uncle when it comes to this trap shit. So there's a reason why. That's all I'm saying, man. Gucci Mane inspired Future. He gave us Migos. He gave us Chief Keef. Even he inspired Chief Keef. And then his comeback story is ridiculous, man. Like, he kicked lean. He came back as a hip hop mogul. You know what I mean? Rapping on like some P. Diddy, Jay-Z shit. You feel me? Like, he's just about his legal money now. Shout out to Gucci Mane. I don't think enough people give him his respect, and I feel like to a certain crowd, he's a legend. But I don't know. Mainstream hip hop, I feel like we could do a bit more to give Gucci his flowers when it comes to top rappers of all time. Cause the nigga really do be rapping. Like, Gucci be going crazy. So yeah, shout out my nigga Gucci at number 10. At number 9, we got the boy, October's very own Aubrey Drake Graham. Yup. Drake at number 9. Absolutely. I don't think at this point you can make a quote unquote rappers of all time list without having Drake in single digits. Drake has done too much with too extensive of a catalog, and the one thing that people keep asking Drake for is more. We want more rap. We want more singing. We want more features. We want more remixes. Drake is such a diverse artist that his rapping ability almost gets swept under the rug, because niggas give him his credit as a rapper already, but niggas don't really give Drake his credit as a lyricist, because he's never given us a pure rap album. And because of that, Drake has always been the victim of, you know, rappers who are singer jokes, and he's sensitive in his music, and, you know, Drake is also a little corny too. So that's another reason why niggas aren't gonna validate him as he should be. But he's also a dime. You know what I'm saying? Like, Drake is a dime because of his raps. And because of how good his music is, like, yeah, you're a little corny, but his music outweighs that. The personality of the music literally outweighs his personality in real life. That's why everybody fucks with him so much. So, Drake at number 9, man, absolutely put him up there. One of the biggest rappers, one of the biggest artists in the world. You know what I mean? But he told y'all why he doesn't rap all the time. You know what I mean? Go listen to 100, The Game featuring Drake. That's all I'm going to say. Go listen to it. He literally told y'all why he got off some conscious shit. Anyways, leaving Drake at number 9. At number 8, we have hip-hop's currently most hated, Kanye West. Yes, Mr. West at number 8. Look, man, Kanye is one of the greatest producers in hip-hop, and he's also one of the greatest rappers in hip-hop. From his first 3 albums to his second trilogy in 808 and Heartbreak, My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, and what came after that? Watch the Throne? Yeah. Kanye has proven that he's able to rap on a conscious level, on an emotional level, on an experimental level, and just the content that Kanye raps about is very raw. You know, he's rapping about his mental health. He's rapping about his love life. He's rapping about his views on the world. You know, that's why everybody loved Kanye, because his music was so relatable when it first came out. Kanye was rapping about just him, like being a college dropout, trying to make it in the rap game, working retail shifts and shit. Kanye is one of the greatest storytellers we have ever had in hip-hop, and that's why every time Kanye does some wild shit, niggas always wait to see what music he drops to redeem himself, because that's the Kanye cycle. It's controversy, great music. You know what I'm saying? So, shout out to Mr. West at number 18. Gotta give him his flowers. We will acknowledge that he is a bit of a tweak at times. You know, even though I love Kanye's music, gotta acknowledge that nigga do be tripping. But that's another episode. If this video hits 20, when this video hits 25 likes, I'll do a follow-up on. As a matter of fact, I'm doing a follow-up on Kanye anyway, on why Adidas needs Kanye. So stay tuned for that video. But when this video hits 25 likes, I'll also do a video on why Kanye West be tweaking. Right? But hopefully he won't tweak out at being number 8 on the list. At number 7, we get into some of the legends of the game. Rest in peace to our brother Tupac. We got Tupac sitting at number 7 on the list. Tupac is a hip-hop icon. Tupac was one of the first to merge hip-hop into mainstream culture along with Biggie, because of his ability to just transcend being just a rapper. Tupac was a rapper, he was a poet, he was an actor, all right? He was a creative director. All right, Tupac played many roles, you know what I'm saying? And the stuff he was talking about was inspirational. You know, Tupac was talking about the really dark things that happen in the ghetto and the feelings that come with that. You know what I'm saying? And not just what happens in the ghetto, but even after that, like just being black in America, like how it feels to be a black man, how it feels to be like constantly labeled as a thug and have everybody against you in some ways, and just the weight of the world on your back. And it's truly unfortunate that Pac passed away at such a young age, because, you know, it would have been very interesting to see how his musical ability would have evolved with the times. You know what I mean? Like, we never got to see a Kanye West Tupac collaboration. We never got to see Tupac and Kendrick come together. You feel me? Closest we got to that was To Pimp a Butterfly. So, rest in peace to our brother Tupac for the music that he did give us. He's certified within the top 10 list. I'm putting Tupac at number 7. At number 6, I'm putting another underrated GOAT, Andre 3000 from Outkast. I gotta relight my blunt for that. That's how cold Andre 3000 is. Andre 3000 is so cold, my blunt put itself out as I was bringing up and referencing his name. Andre 3000 is an amazing lyricist in more ways than one. He is one of the greatest storytellers in hip hop, and his flow on rap is just, his flow while rapping is just so unique. Like, Andre 3000 is a conversationalist on a beat. Like, that nigga can say literally whatever he wants, and he's gonna find a way to make it fit. He's gonna find a way to make his message fit into that cadence. You can't stop him. You can't stop him, and he's just far too creative of a lyricist and a rapper and an artist to not acknowledge. You know what I mean? Like, Andre 3000 is one of the most unique voices in hip hop. You know, Hey Ya is such a crazy song because it sounds so jovial, but the lyrics are so pessimistic. And nobody knows. Nobody cares. He literally says in the song, like, I don't care. I just want to dance. You know what I mean? Like, Andre 3000's ability to create music, the only thing that sets him back from being even at number one on the list, and even from being high on other people's lists, the only thing that stops him is a lack of content. Alright, Speakerboxxx, I don't feel like that really counts as a solo album. Aquemini is an amazing album. All the Outkast albums are amazing, but they're not solely his. You know? And because of that, I think number 5 is a pretty, actually no, number 6 is a pretty solid space to have Andre 3000 at. I misspoke and said number 5. At number 5, we got the Notorious B.I.G. Biggie. Biggie's flow is, he might be the greatest. Biggie's flow might be the greatest. Like, I don't think we've ever heard anybody flow on a track as smoothly as Biggie until we got someone like Young Thug. Honestly, like, nobody raps like Big. Like, the lyrical ability, the creativeness, the ability to go into storytelling, but just the diversity of his music, man. Biggie made fly music, Biggie made gangster music, Biggie made serious music, Biggie made fun music, Biggie made horrorcore music. Like, Biggie was just an immaculate rapper with too much swagger, man. Like, Biggie was too cool of a nigga. Like, Biggie made big niggas cool. If it wasn't for Biggie Smalls, I don't think fat niggas would really have a place in hip hop for real. Like, I don't think niggas would really respect him quite to the level. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, we got Big Pun. Yeah, we had Big L. Like, but come on now. Biggie Smalls. He's one of the GOATs, man. Is Biggie Smalls New York's greatest rapper? I don't know. I don't know if I can say that. Leave a comment below, because we still going up the list. At number 4, we have Weezy F, baby. Lil Wayne. Lil Wayne is damn near everybody's godfather in rap. Lil Wayne gave us Drake. Lil Wayne gave us Nicki. Lil Wayne gave us so many artistic stylings. On top of that, Lil Wayne is one of the only rappers with a catalog to rival Gucci's. You got album Lil Wayne, you got mixtape Lil Wayne, man. The Dedication series, the No Ceiling series, the Carters. It's just too many bodies of work from Lil Wayne that scream excellence. And even as his musical style has advanced over the time, like, you can see how it's evolved. You know what I'm saying? Now, I used to have a really big knack on Lil Wayne for his experimentation phase when he was trying to be a rock star. I didn't really like that shit. I still don't like that shit. But I respect it a lot more now because he's constantly evolved as a rapper. You know what I mean? Nowadays, he doesn't rap like how he used to. He doesn't have the same sense of soul. His voice isn't the same. His voice is hoarse. Like, he sounds like an old ass rapper. Lil Wayne looks like he's 55. He's like 38. It's tragic. He's still holding on to the last 3 dreadlocks, and that might be the source of his rapping ability right there. If he lets them locks go, he might not be the same rapper. So let's appreciate Lil Wayne for his contributions to the game. Number 4 on my list. I think that's a solid spot. At number 3, We got Nas, man. We got Nas because of Illmatic. Illmatic is one of the greatest rap albums of all fucking time. There's no debating that. All right, New York State of Mind is one of the greatest songs of all time. He's an amazing storyteller, and Nas's flow as a storyteller, it's one that isn't really. I don't know. How influential is Nas really? I think Nas is like the guy in hip hop for niggas to disrespect when it comes to legends. You know what I mean? Like, niggas put respect on Tupac and Biggie's name because they dead, but Nas is around. Niggas put respect on Jay-Z's name because Jay-Z is a businessman, he's a mogul, and he is like the mainstream rapper. Like, he was the mainstream guy. Nas was the more niche guy, and I feel like when niggas talk about hip-hop legends, Nas is the one who niggas probably respect the least, in the sense of not really having an interest in Nas's music. And honestly, Nas gave us 2 lukewarm albums after Illmatic. I can understand that. You know, his older music did kind of have some weaker phases. But Nas has come back in recent times, and I think he's really proven himself to be one of hip-hop's dimes. You know? It's this new series of albums. I can't remember the name of it, which I don't know. That doesn't really say too much for the relevancy of Nas if I can't remember the names of this trilogy of albums he's dropped. But just like that, just like what I just said right there, it's a trilogy of albums. So I know enough about it to give it its acclaim. King's Disease, that's the fucking name. I can't believe I was drawing a blank on that shit. King's Disease. Yeah, man, like, Nas is really bringing back soul into hip hop, and you know, I think it'll be interesting to see where Nas ends up in his older. I think it'll be interesting to see as new artists come up, and as we're seeing new artists go back to that traditional soul sense of hip hop, whether like anybody takes an influence from this new Nas sound. Like, who's gonna get Nas on a feature? We'll find out though. We're gonna put Nas at number 3 though. Put some respect on the nigga name. And number 2, Jay-Z. You should have known when I was talking about Nas that I was gonna put Jay-Z over Nas. Like, come on now. I damn near said it. In Nas is number 3. Like, this is why he's not number 1, number 2. It's Jay-Z. Jay-Z gave rappers the blueprint for turning this shit into a business. Alright? Jay-Z is one of the greatest New York rappers of all time. He's might be one of the shystest New York rappers of all time. But what is a rapper if not shysty? They're a poet. Alright? Every rapper has a shysty phase. You know what I'm saying? Jay-Z's lyrical ability is immaculate. Jay-Z is one of the only rappers to have continuously gotten better as he's gotten older. Like, for most niggas on this list, you'll see them like kind of fall off as time goes on. But if you look at Jay-Z's catalog, like, he just progressively gets better and better and better. And I think that's really seen in the 444 album. It's one of his best albums, and it took time for the nigga to become that wise and be able to rap like that. You get a Jay-Z feature on the album nowadays, you're certified. You're certified in the best type of way, man. So, Jay-Z at number 2. And at number 1, the greatest rapper of all time. Ladies and gentlemen, it's none other than Kendrick Lamar. Yes, King Kendrick Lamar is the greatest rapper of all time, because Kendrick Lamar is not just Kendrick Lamar, he's also Baby King. If you wasn't following when Baby King was releasing the Melodic Blue, reference tracks were leaking, it came out, Kendrick Lamar was his ghostwriter. He was doing all his raps and all his music, which means Kendrick Lamar literally came up with a rap persona for his nephew to adopt, just so that he could release more creative music. How is he not goated for that? On top of the immaculate catalog that he's given us. Good Kid, Mad City, To Pimp a Butterfly. Damn. Damn, nigga. Damn was such an amazing album. Damn won a Pulitzer Award. And then Mr. Morale and the Big Step is like, this might be one of the greatest albums of all time. Honestly. And then it's a whole catalog of mixtape Kendrick Lamar, Overly Dedicated, Section 80, the Unreleased series. You know what I'm saying? Kendrick Lamar is the greatest rapper of all time. That Control verse is what really set it in stone that this is what's gonna happen. That was like Kendrick creating his own prophecy. And what do you know? He claimed it. That's why I got Kendrick Lamar at the top of my list. Top 20 rappers of all time. Do you agree? Do you disagree? I'm gonna tell you right now. If you want to argue with me, leave a comment. Come in the Discord. Leave a comment there. Leave a like on the video so I'll make more videos and I'll make more responses. Let me know. Respond to my social medias. Follow me at Friendly Folks on all platforms. Friendly Folks Shaw on Instagram. Friendly Folks on Twitter and TikTok. D'Alonzo Lang on Twitter and Instagram. Y'all know the channels, man. Thank y'all for coming through to support another video. I'm gonna catch you on the next one. Peace out.